Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Miles Bridges.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. But that doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. MP out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Knippel in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And Stan, talking about this matchup for a second, when it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfless. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too.
And Knippel, the bucket on the assist by MP.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Johnson sets the screen for Gordon. Johnson outside. Outside for Murray. 5 to shoot. High, arcing shot. Jokic, no good. And now just over a minute played here in the first. MP, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Ball from long range. The putback, MP on the follow.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hardaway kicks to Murray. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
And Denver has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Jokic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be... on MP.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Martin, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Martin's got 6.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
Jokic passes to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Ball. Here's Knippel. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
So lethal off the catch. Knippel is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Oh, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that.
Sexton, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Murray finds Hardaway. To the paint, here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to Martin. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle.
Here's Hardaway. Pulling the basket by LaMelo Ball. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Comfortable from anywhere on the floor. Hardaway Jr. will take the mid-range if you give it to him.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
What I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Christian Brown's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Jokic passes to Hardaway. Now here's Brown, defended by Sexton. It's hauled in by MP. Hornets leading by 6. And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, Coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaches?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quickly.
Pass to MP. Now Knueppel. Outside Ball. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Watson.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Watson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Knueppel with it. Now Valanciunas defending.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Brown dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Tyson. Watson for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Substitution on the floor.
MP finds Miller. Miller off a pick from Martin. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
On the court for Charlotte, Colin Sexton is out there with Miller. Then it's Knueppel. Then it's MP. And it's Bridges in at the 4. Jokic passes to Brown. Back to Jokic. Outside for Murray. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bridges shot. Good.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Down low. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Miller outside. Martin with a screen on Brown. Floats it up for MP. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Murray outside to the left wing, to the inside. Now down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The Nuggets trail by 11. In the corner, Murray with it. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Murray's got 8 points here in this quarter. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Bucket is good, and the Hornets lead by 10.
When you see him out there, Knippel's frame is impressive, especially for his age.
Here's Jokic, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night, and a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was tremendous. He dropped in 16 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for the squad. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Here's Miller. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Martin's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Pickett. He's covered by Ball. There's Gordon with the 3. It's good from long range. Gordon's got 5 points so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good. That would have tied it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside, Ball. Charlotte, no good that time either.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's Gordon. He had 13 points in the win against Washington.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Here's Martin. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Charlotte up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Yeah, there's a beauty to just watching these guys fly. And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. Hardaway is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Inside, Jokic. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Johnson with it. Defended by Knipple. Hardaway for 3. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Hardaway's got 5.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Bridges against Gordon. Martin with a screen on Hardaway. Shots good by Miller.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Johnson outside. And here's Gordon from outside. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Murray against Ball. Pass to Knipple. And the 3 off target. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Outside, Ball. There's the 3. Not going to go that time.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Charlotte, no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Knipple, covered by Johnson. Clock at 6. Knipple with it. He has 6. The shot will not fall. Down low, here's Jokic. Jokic using his size.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Ball. A 2-point game. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Guys?
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Gordon. Bridges with the steal. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Jokic with the steal. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Ball. And then Gordon with the dunk.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. making a change here. Brown's checked in. Sexton, he's checked in for Charlotte. MP looking around. Pass the ball. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Martin with a screen on Brown. Takes a step back. Ball finds Martin out to the wing. Charlotte moving the ball around. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And finished off by Martin.
What heart by MP. Going through contact there and converting.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Holmes checked in. And it's Peyton Watson in for Hardaway. That's good from Martin. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Watson from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Watson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Martin with a screen on Brown. Ball, the pass to MP. Outside, Ball. Over Brown. Charlotte again missing.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
So both teams making some changes here. On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Martin. Knipple out there with Williams. Then it's Miller, and it's Sexton in at the point guard. MP, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Jokic finds Brown. Back to Jokic. Murray against Sexton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Charlotte.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Looking at his outfit now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Williams. And Ball subbed in for Knipple.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing him down.
Sexton dishes to Martin. That's his fourth miss. He's made 5 of 9. Brown with it, now guarded by Ball. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Sexton. Miller outside. Kept alive. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Jokic. Murray outside. MP with the rebound. Charlotte's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Now Ball. Martin with the screen for Ball. 2 points. That one goes.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man, Ball, is used to the spotlight.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A different look for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Christian Brown. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Brown. The Hornets also with a sub. Knipples checked in for Sexton. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. He drills the three.
There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Here's Jokic. Johnson outside. The three doesn't go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now here's Bridges. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Jokic. Outside Gordon for three. A putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
And here's Martin. Here's Bridges. Miller up on top. Guarded by Hardaway. And down goes the three.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
That one goes.
Complete confidence in the clutch. MP seizing the moment.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And here's Jokic.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Jokic drops them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quick.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a three here.
Down it goes for three.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now Ball. Here's MP.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Going both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
Congratulations on tonight's win, MP. You were looking for your teammates early and often and keeping them involved throughout. Was that the strategy coming in, or did you see something in the game that led to an adjustment?
Yeah. Our approach is to be unselfish. Share the ball, work the best shot possible. If somebody's getting good looks, keep feeding them. If everybody's getting good looks, then we all eating that steak and lobster, you feel me? Hey, I'm a family man at heart, so nothing makes me happier than feeding my family. And these guys are my family.
I love that, MP.
Hey, order up!
Surf and turf! Kevin, back to you.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you later.